So today's video is going to be a book review. It's going to be like a nice simple midweek video. I've still got some tea left. If you haven't watched this by the time this goes up, check out the Christmas gift guide. This will be out before this video, so free to check it out. So I'm going to start with this book. This book is one I was the most excited to read, and I've just finished it. It's about Dickens, and it answers one main question. Let me read through it. Let me find it. What is so good about Dickens novels? This book tries to answer the questions. Oddly vain, did by many who had written about him. So it's like essays, like everyone's written like essays about him, and it's like such a nice book to read. Like, it needs lots of concentration. Like, it took me a long time. Like, if you've seen the vlogs, you saw it probably took a long time. So it's pretty self-explanatory. The essays in this book are among the best of the kind, the Daily Telegraph. Lynn's approach remains because no detail is redundant. Every remark, every incident, every material exchange is a revolution. The Guardian, like you can see there, even though it's not the best quality. Such is the quality and incisiveness of Mann's critical engagement that the only thing to regret about this book is that there isn't more of it liberally review. Like you can see, like I also like the pictures on the front. Like I feel like this reminds me of Dickens. Like I feel like Dickens wore a top hat. So you probably get the fact that I like this book so much. This one I knew was never going to disappoint me, which I have read, and it didn't. It was like the worst things about my sister. Marty and her big sister Melissa couldn't be more different, and they just don't get along. Marty is a messy tomboy, loves animals. Snuggling up in her cosy den and drawing her comics, especially her favourite characters, the brilliant Marty Mart. So living with the pink girly super annoying Melissa has never been easy. But things are about to get worse when Mum's new dressmaking business takes off and she needs a spare room in the house to use for her sewing. It's time ever, Marty and Melissa have to share a room, and the girls are soon fighting every single day. But when an everyday argument goes horribly wrong, will Marty realise just how much her big sister really means? Like, that's what the page looks like. I've read quite a few. Like, if you've watched me for a long time, you know I've read quite a few. Like, so it just doesn't fail to disappoint. Like, this was such a good read. Like, this was quite funny. Like, I'm trying to pinpoint like one thing. So funny, like quite like there's the dictionary picture, like you can just see it on camera, I'm pretty sure. So that was like a really good book like that. I'm really glad I got it in the end because I nearly didn't get it. Like, the next one I got along with it was The Secret Garden, which I've just read. It's based on the new family movie. And I'm pretty like it's literally a bit more like it leans more towards the movie. So if you want this alongside the movie, this is quite good because I actually do have the film as well, so it's quite a nice thing to just sort of have alongside the movie, even though I've read it on its own and watched the movie on its own. So It's pretty self-explanatory if you've watched The Secret Garden. And also I found with this book, it's not really got much of a blurb. It's one of the world's best loved children's stories. Join Mary on her magical journey into the wilderness garden, which has the power to change lives. And I think it probably did. So these next three, I've read half of one. This one, I cannot wait to read. Everyone raves about this one. George Orwell, 1984. 1984, it tells about hidden away in the record department of the sprawling mysterious of truth. Winston Smith skillfully rewrites the past to suit the need of the party, yet he inwardly rebels against the totalitarian world he lives in, which demands absolute obedience and controls him through the all-seeing telescreens and the watchful eye, the big brother, symbolic head of the party. In his longing for truth and liberty, Smith begins a secret love affair with a fellow worker, Julia, but soon discovers the true price of freedom is betrayed. His final masterpiece, enthralling and indispensable for understanding modern history. Timothy Garton Ash, New York Times review of the book. That's what I've just read. Cannot wait to read it because it's a really good length, and also it's something you'll see probably me reading at some point, because I just haven't read it yet. The next one I got alongside it was one that I nearly didn't get. I wasn't sure about this one, and that is The Book Thief. Everyone raves about it. I cannot wait to read it. I honestly don't really know much about The Book Thief, but it's quite a popular book, and everyone's read it at some point, as far as I can tell. Some people say it's good, some people say it's bad. I cannot wait to read it because I want to know if I can tell you when I review these books in another video that it's actually going to be so good, or if I talk about it in another video. This one I've kind of half read because I've got Marley and Me on the shelf, and it's such a big book. Oh god, that's heavy. It's the Marley and Me collection. I've read Marley and Me and I thought it was so good. And then it's got The Longest Trip Home, and I think it's such a good book, a good thing to read around Christmas. I do love the picture so much. I'm sure you'll see it in the vlogs. Marley and Me was great. I'm really hoping the other story is great as well. So this book's just all round great. If you've watched the film, you'll probably get it, because there's also the film to it. I've also got the film, but I tend to read the book more than I watch the film because I'm not really a film person. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Feel free to check out the Christmas gift guide, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in another video.